Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Middleton Nytetime Broadcast, Season 3, Episode 4, I think? Yeah,
Wow,
Episode
only
4.
4 episodes. It feels like it's been a lot more.
This has been a long year, fam. This has been such a long year. And by the way, just for a disclaimer, everyone, I am sick still.
And he's gay. Just wanted to clear the room.
I know, I ate too many Skittles and then I joined the Alphabet Mafia.
Is that how that works? Okay.
Taste the rainbow, motherfucker. But yeah,
We got like a spooky episode coming up today, don't we?
yeah, a little bit. It's gonna be a little spooky. I originally was gonna save something like this for October, but October's too goddamn far away. And for some reason right now, a lot of slasher and horror films have been coming out lately. So I figured, why not? People like their summer horror.
Did Jason or like Halloween come out in summer? Like that was like a thing, is like horror movies in the summer in the 80s. I don't know.
I wouldn't be
So
surprised.
we'll go with that. We'll just say that's our excuse.
Um,
Definitely intentional.
God, I guess before we fully get into everything, just to catch you guys up, because it's been a little over a month since we recorded the last episode of the podcast. Because the last episode was just the talking episode. Yeah, just, hi guys. It's been, I feel like from our April recording to May, so much bullshit has happened. I've joined what could you say? I've joined the bot Twitter where it's like everyone dressed up in those helmets.
Bot Twitter? What?
Yeah, so that's what a lot of people call each other. What, like with all those, like the mask I have and everything.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk looking. Put a picture up on screen right now.
I can probably superimpose it here.
There we go.
But
Wow, look at that.
yeah. So besides that, I want to say like there's been so much that's happened to me. Like I had to go into the office. I attended a lot of events at my work. I ended up drinking a lot that last week. Um, and then I've had friends that have gotten surgery. I've helped them through the surgery. Um, and now I think the biggest thing is just getting over my cold so I can get back to making content a lot more frequent like I was doing. Because, man, I'll tell you, when you're sick and you go to sleep, it's like the best feeling in the world, but you get no REM sleep from it. You're just always coughing or tossing and turning. That's how I feel.
God damn, someone get you some Robitussin.
I know, right? Oh my god. One of my friends told me recently that one of his friends did robo tripping, which is where you get high off Robitussin.
Oh, I think some coworkers told me they did that. You like boil it or something? Well, maybe I should tell people how to make it. Just censor that. But then you get really fucked up on it. And I'm just like, that sounds dangerous. What if you just don't wake up?
Literally, Robitussin is made to take in like such a small dose too, because you really don't need a lot of it. And it's like, y'all, if you want to get high, just go get some edibles. Believe me,
like
they make some strong ass edibles these days.
They will knock your ass out. You'll have the best sleep of your life and wake up hungry.
Oh my god. I actually have to tell you, so before I got sick, I got high 3 weekends ago, and I slept in until like 11:30 a.m. And you know what my like post high ass wanted immediately for lunch?
What's that?
I'm gonna get judgment for this. I bought 5 Doritos Locos Tacos, Twist, and a large Baja Blast.
Oh my goodness.
I've never
You were
eaten
hungry.
I've never eaten 5 tacos in my life, but that morning the post high munchies were screaming. But
The last super high I've been, I like gorged on McDonald's, and they were the best nuggets of my life.
When you are
Now,
high, food is the best.
yeah, like I swear that was why, because like I've never had McDonald's that tasted that way again. So it definitely was some endorphin shit.
Um, by the way, y'all, I swear to God, if I don't just say follow Rikki to follow Rikki, but Rikki's been, you've been consistently active for like 4 or 5 months now. It's been insane.
Oh, on YouTube?
Yeah.
I had someone once tell me that I couldn't do it, and that pissed me off in that petty way. So now I'm doing it, and I'm more consistent than they were. And we're just gonna keep that going for my own sake because it's fun. It's a lot of good time now. Now we have a decent like little community going on. Like it's a lot of fun over there.
I will also say too, like you're not doing it every single day, so you're not burning yourself out. And if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it, and you don't do it. And just put it
I
off
always
till another
update
day.
people too. I'm like, look, I'm feeling like shit. Gonna be real with you. I'll make it up to you though. Next week we'll have fun, or maybe I'll do one tomorrow. Like usually something like that. Like yesterday, I had heat exhaustion. Came out of fucking nowhere, right? And I was like, well, I'm not gonna hop on and just not have fun and fake it. So I told everyone, I'm like, look, we're gonna do a stream still, but it's gonna be later so I can sleep, and we'll move the second stream possibly to today or tomorrow. And 11 people liked it. They seem to be on board with that.
I will say, I feel like every year you and I have this when we get to summer. It's just like we're sweating our dicks off out here, man. It's like
So true.
it's like first time when we started season 1, we started it like June or July, I think, and we're just like it's hot as balls. And then we didn't record in summer. I don't know actually. I can't remember. I think the last time, no, we did. Before I lost a bunch of the last episodes of the last season when my Surface died, one of the last few episodes was in summer, and we were like, it's hot as balls. And now that we're in summer again, people are gonna hear that again. Like, it's like when people
Topics such as sweating, swamp ass, dick sweating will be coming up soon on new episode.
God,
So look forward to that.
if you guys don't know what swamp ass is, I hope that you never have to know what that is.
Here's a picture of it right on screen.
Oh God.
All right. No, I'm kidding. It's just Shrek.
I just show
It's just a picture.
I just show an exploded Taco Bell bathroom.
That'd be good if it would work.
Shit on the walls.
Ugh.
God, I went to a Taco Bell bathroom once and said, I'd rather go shit in a bush outside. It's not...
I don't think I've genuinely been in the bathroom of a Taco Bell. Not since I was 6 years old.
Like, I'll say this. My office bathroom, when I went in to work for the work week, that shit was the cleanest I think I've ever seen a bathroom. Granted, I would hope people at their job would not explode the company bathrooms. But you know, some people do. Some people...
Look, boss makes $1, I make a dime. You know the rest. We're
God,
exploding that bitch.
God, I can't laugh. I can't laugh audibly right now, or else I cough.
Oh, I heard you. I heard you wheeze laughing.
That's so funny.
It's true though.
I will say though, before we get into the topic,
Oh yeah, we haven't even started the pod yet.
that's fine. We'll get into the episode.
No, it's perfect. It's just I was having so much fun talking, I forgot we're recording.
That's how this
Like, oh.
that's how this goes. I remember our first entire episode was a tangent episode. My God. By the way, this is the first episode I think I've recorded. Yeah, this is the first podcast episode with the new microphone.
It's sounding good.
I guess
what do you think, guys?
I should probably preface this. I said this with the first Minecraft episode, but if you guys don't like Minecraft and you guys only watch this, yes, I have a new microphone. It's great. It's the same one Rikki uses.
Audio Technica AT2020.
Hell yeah. I will say, I strictly only use this microphone for recording, and then when I'm playing with friends or something, I'm actually just in my bed and I just use the blue snowball, because I find, like, this microphone, you gotta kind of be up close to it, But with
Oh
the
yeah.
but with the blue snowball, you can be far away. That shit will pick sex up in the next room kind of noise.
Mm-hmm.
So I found
Snowball's very sensitive.
yes. Oh my god.
Don't talk behind her back.
Well, don't talk behind its back either when you have 360 mode on.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That thing hears all. But
I wonder if AT has that because it's double-sided. Shut up.
You walked into that one. You can't.
The moment I said it, I was like, oh boy. Oh boy.
I don't let anything go. If you make a double-ended dildo joke, I'm going to take it.
We're going there.
I will run with that shit. By the way, I forgot. We ended the last episode talking about dildo talk. We can't do it again.
No, we can. We definitely can.
God, by the way.
Are we? Probably not.
My friend Inu sent me a video of a guy that had to go into the hospital with a 4-inch wide, 23-inch tall fist, silicone fist in their body because it had no flared base.
Oh my god.
And you know what the guy said when he went into the hospital? The nurse said, "What brings you to the hospital today?" He said, "I have a fist in my ass." And she was like, again?" He was like, "I have a fist up my ass." And like, it was like up where his stomach was. That's where the fist was. And it looked
Oh
like
my
in
God.
the x-ray, like, you know, your like pelvis bone and how there's a hole like in the middle of it, essentially.
Mhm.
The fist was like coming up in it. And I was like, listen, y'all, Rikki and I, we're a part of the queer community. And you don't even have to be queer to like butt stuff. But you don't have to shove like a bodybuilder fist up your body. If you need to do that, you need to find some stimulants because goddamn.
For real. Get a plug or something, a weirdo.
It's like,
I'm just kidding. You're not a weirdo.
I mean, they got those expandable ones, like the ones with the pumps on them.
Oh, you squeeze it. And,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah.
Just get one of those. Or if you really are gonna do that stuff, listen, I'm not a sex person. I'm like like, what's the word? Sex avert. But I know safety. If you're gonna use toys and you're gonna put them up there, yeah, make sure that they can't get stuck up there. Or to the wise.
What happened to the guy with the jar, right?
Oh, why'd you remind me?
Yeah.
Don't,
Yeah.
we're not gonna mention how to find this. We're not gonna talk about that. That's something that lived and
Some
died.
guy on YouTube made a sequel of that, and he like acts like he's gonna do it. He's like, all right, here we go. About the he never does it. It just leans over the jar. You just see legs.
It's so it's so bad. And the bad thing was too is that was back on the internet when things were like very unfiltered, and it's like,
Oh yeah.
it's like there's blood.
TG1C.
There
You know
was,
what I'm talking about.
there was blood. If blood's coming out your rectum, oh no. But
We did say this was the horror podcast.
blood.
Blood. That scene from Zootopia.
You know what's funny? I said one thing to one of my friends, and for some reason, he wouldn't stop repeating it. But I was like, I was saying how it's like there was one guy where he said his nipples were dead, or basically like they had no feeling in them. Like, you know what? The one thing my friend kept saying over and over and over again, like to no one,
What?
just himself, was like, dead nipples, dead nipples. I was like, are you okay? He's like, I don't want to talk about dead nipples.
Oh my god.
I was like, bam.
He traumatized his ass.
It's funny too, because it's just like, nipples are one of those things on a human where you're just like, yeah, they're there. Unless someone's got like pepperoni sized ones, then it's kind of hard to not look. But I'm just like, huh. Maybe because I'm just an art student and I've seen everything. Some better than others, if you catch my drift. But yeah, I traumatized my friend a little bit. But I guess in terms of traumatizing you guys, let's get into the first thing in this episode that will traumatize you all. Nice segue.
Oh yeah.
By the way,
I hope you like a little mystery.
I'm gonna send you something that I found today too.
Okay.
Give you some nostalgia on your Discord. Remember when targets used to look like that?
Oh, okay. Checking picture. Oh, the Target Cafe.
Yeah, y'all little tykes don't get to remember
Oh.
back in the day when Targets used to have neon lights everywhere. Now they're just all white inside, and it's boring.
It's bland. Well, it's. I don't want to get into that actually. it's for a reason. Let's just say that.
It's corporate elitism, capitalist.
Yeah. Well, it's more of a. If everything is bland and it all looks the same, it discourages creativity and you breaking out of the boundaries, so to speak, so that you stay in line.
No,
And that's just fact.
I'm gay as a motherfucker, and I'm an art student. I went to college with people that had blue hair and pronouns.
I went to college.
I went to Plankton.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for this episode, we're going to be talking about DIA. If you guys don't know what that is, that's Denver International Airport, the biggest airport in the United States. Now, you guys are probably like, what the fuck? What's traumatizing about an airport? And I say, well, besides all the Boeing crashes, there is some actual scary lore about DIA. Some stemming from just how weirdly big that airport is, to some of the iconography around it, to even the superstition that there is a tunnel system of hallways and facilities underneath of the airport. So we're going to get into all of that, and just go down the rabbit hole. This is purely a superstitious episode. Please take none of this seriously. A lot of these have been disproven, but with the way the world has been right now, and the government's been creepy and freaky as a motherfucker, it's fun to theorize just how weird the government is. So,
Ooh, government.
just to give you guys roughly the size of DIA, Denver International is the largest airport in the US by land mass, covering 52.4 square miles of land. I don't know what would be like a better way. I guess if you wanted just to show how big this is, let's just do this. We'll do that to feet. So, wow. Okay. Oh, that's a lot. Let's just say this. It's big. DIA from driving like one end to the other would probably take you 30 minutes by car. That's how big DIA is. But
oh my god.
Yeah, like I thought like, because I've been to Orlando's international airport. I've been to
Which is huge.
Yeah. Oh my god, Orlando's big. But then it's like I've been to my airport. And I think my airport's huge. But it's like,
And then you see something like this comparatively, and you realize, goddamn, mine is small compared to that.
oh yeah, DIA is like, the big thing too of why people are so weird about it is it's like, why in Denver? I get Denver is like, it's a very business driven place. There's a lot of headquarters there, a lot of business people go there. Even some people will go to Denver to go like skiing in the mountains and stuff. But why Denver? Why Colorado, out of all the places in the United States, do you build the biggest airport? Because typically, stay with me, people, the like few places that you would think that they would have the biggest airport would be like New York, Florida, California, Texas. Like those four states, you would think, because of the size or the general volume of how many people go there, you think they'd have the biggest airport. But why Colorado? So,
Is it because it's in the middle of a pentagram or something?
no, I will actually tell you. So the reason why they wanted Denver, and frankly Colorado as a whole, if you guys have never been to the Midwest, you want flat land, you want to be able to see out miles in front of you, go to the Midwest. So one, it's flat, and two, the Midwest, while still heavily commercialized, at the time when Denver International Airport's land was bought, there was almost nothing around it. So you get to make a big airport.
So it's free real estate, basically.
Yeah. And
I see.
what else would you do with an area where typically you probably wouldn't think a lot of people would go? Build a
Build
nuke.
a fucking airport.
Well,
Yeah.
that, but also build a nuke bunker.
No.
Yeah. One of the popular theories is that there is for government officials of high-ranking authority, that there is a underground bomb shelter with a multiple vast network of other facilities like bedrooms, bathrooms.
I
like-
could see it. Oh my god.
Like here, Ricky, do me a favor right now on your computer. I'm gonna superimpose this on screen for you all. Open up like Google Maps on your computer real fast.
Alright, Google Map.
We're gonna do this live for a live reaction
Click
for
it.
you. Yeah.
Here we are.
So type in Denver International Airport. And just look how big this mother lubber is.
DEN. Alright, let's see. Oh my god.
Yeah, you see how big Denver International is?
It's like Disney World.
People have also said that it's a little suspect that it's in the form of a certain shape.
I definitely see it.
But look at that
Say
though.
it.
Okay, so let's do this too. So I gave you that Denver International was 52.4 square miles, right? Let's see.
Sprawling 54 square mile facility known for a tent-like roof meant to resemble snow-capped mountain.
How big is Orlando International? Okay, so
Good.
sorry, give me a second. Orlando International Airport is 4,750 acres. So Denver is probably, looking at that, 5 or 6 times bigger than Orlando. But again, look at that, right? All that land that Denver International has.
Oh my god.
And you tell me that no, there's no reason, right? There's no reason to have something this big.
It's suspect. Let's just say that. It is very suspect.
And like, I'm sure you can see in the Google images, like on Google Maps, you see how tiny those Boeing planes are?
Mm-hmm.
So, to get into the whole meat of this, guys. So, Denver International has what is called an apocalyptic bunker, which is, some believe that the airport's tunnels are equipped with bunkers, plural, that will be used by the world's elite to survive the apocalypse. And it also is believed that secret societies and Freemasons use the underground tunnels to do their business. And again, it's also kind of creepy because look how far Denver International is from actual Denver itself. Like, you gotta go out of your way.
Zooming out. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
You would think you'd want it closer to the middle, or at
Mhm.
least just closer in general.
Yeah,
Why
because
is it so far?
and it's just like it's in the middle of just all this farmland, and it generally like. Now, here's the thing. Do I think if you had major people that wanted to attack the United States, they would go for an airport? Sure, but most places that are probably going to get attacked by foreign adversaries are going to be the coast, not some random airport in the middle of what typically people outside the United States are going to look over as a desert flyover state. Colorado, I love you. You have beautiful places. But people outside the United States are not going to look at Colorado and be like, oh yeah, that one airport's important, right? So yes, Denver International does have that. And now here's the thing. From what DIA has come out and said, they said DIA does have a network of underground tunnels, but they are only to connect the airport's concourses and terminals. These tunnels are used for passenger transportation and baggage handling. So there are actually tunnels that go under that people can walk. But these aren't the tunnels. These would be basically like the tunnels that the public can use. But then there's the other stuff that's down lower that, government officials would use. And that's one of just one of the few creepy things that comes from this, right? Because it's pretty believable. Like even around here, right? There's some place in my state called the Virginia Grand Archives, I believe, and it is a bunker built into a mountain. Now that is proven. Now, would someone like me, a general public Samaritan, get to use it? No. But that is a proven thing. Now, can I, in any way, off the research that I've done between the last episode and this episode, confirm that those tunnels are real? No, because DIA has come out and said that the only tunnels that are there at DIA are the tunnels for transporting people's stuff. And you can find pictures of the transport tunnels, but still, it's a little crazy to make tunnels for your airport in general to transport people's luggage.
I don't know how much I trust that either, because if they were government tunnels, they'd be like, yeah, they don't exist.
Yeah. And it's funny too, because when you get down to the nitty gritty of it too, it's like it is still suspect too, to be like, why does this airport need to be so big? Because like it's almost obscene that I would think that Denver International would get that much air traffic, unless it's like really, I think most Boeing planes can go from Cali to like Virginia, for example, and not have to land, not make it a connecting flight. But it's like there's nothing in my mind that gives like Colorado and Denver itself the excuse to have the airport that big. And what's funny too is like the actual like main building where you'd probably go and check in, and then you'd get bussed to whatever terminal you need to get bussed to. It's still just it's crazy, because like if you zoom in, and I'll try to make sure I post pictures of all this so you guys can stay with us. DIA's actual like airport building is super small, and same with the terminal. They're so small. But then there's all this taxiing land. Like, you can't tell me that there ain't something else along
Look
with
how
this.
much of it is just parking lot.
Oh yeah, like,
that's insane.
Oh god, yeah, all those parking lots, and then it's like I can tell, like I think some of those are also, you have like car rental places, as well as I'm pretty sure a few of those are probably hotels. But still, like, and again, it's just weird that it's so far away from Denver itself. And I understand they have that national park there, because that's like a wildlife refuge, but it's still just weird. That's so far out of the way to go to an airport. But yeah, so that's just one of them. I guess the next thing we'll talk on is a little bit creepy.
Is this the Mustang?
Yes. So this is going to be talking about the legendary blue Mustang statue at DIA. So
this one I've actually heard outside of this video, but it's been years since I've heard about it.
Yes. So, You guys are probably like, okay, what's so weird about a blue Mustang statue? There's lore behind it, and there's also just generally, it's kind of creepy. So the Blue Mustang statue, originally I think just named the Blue Mustang, is a 32-foot tall, 9,000-pound fiberglass cast statue. So this statue, when it was first made, it was made by a guy. I'm so sorry, I'm gonna probably butcher his last name. His name is Luis Gimnez, I think is how it is. There's just a little, what do you call it, accent above the E. Basically, he was commissioned to make the Mustang statue at Denver. And originally when they were, things got iffy, plans fell through, and ultimately the creation of the statue was pretty rushed. But the friends and family, after the artist died, after a section of the statue basically fell on him, and it severed a artery in his leg, coined him the nickname of the cursed killer horse, Lucifer.
Lucifer?
Mm-hmm. And if you guys ever look at pictures of him, like in the morning, he doesn't look that creepy. But you look at a picture of Lucifer at night, he has these, because apparently I think it was a friend or family member owned a neon light shop. And at the time when the statue, like early 2000s, that's when like a lot of LED stuff was becoming popular. Because like they use less energy and they last a lot longer. Y'all, Lucifer has red fucking glowing eyes.
Now, who thought that was friendly and welcoming? Why not blue eyes?
Well, also, here's the thing. Airports, right? Flying. All that stuff is already pretty terrifying as it has to be, because, you're flying miles and miles and miles above the sky. The last thing you want to see is a giant, blue, veiny, red-eyed horse as you are going to the airport.
So ominous.
And like I'll post a picture here so you all can see it. It's fucking terrifying too, because you can't go to DIA without passing this thing. And again, in the daytime, it's kind of cool. At night, it's horrifying. And now, listen, I'm an artist. I've done my fair share of like art pictures and all this stuff. And I truly do believe that, like, things happen. Is a statue, him dying was a very sad thing. But truly, I don't think there's much behind Lucifer as a thing other than just the coining the nickname. And also, just its really foreboding look. Because one, why did you make it blue? Two.
Yeah, I don't get that.
And then it's like, two, why give him glowing red eyes?
That's the part I don't get at all. You know it's gonna be creepy with red eyes.
Let's see. Why does Lucifer have red eyes? We can look that up right now because that's something I didn't look up. Lucifer, also known as Blue Mustang, it says initially designed the eyes to be red to give the sculpture a demonic and so it was literally to give it a
It's literally to scare people.
What the fuck is? Listen, I'm an art student. I know. I love my dark art. But again, why at an airport would you give that? And here's the other thing too. This kind of leads into the next topic. So Denver International Airport has something that is a little creepy. And I gotta go to our Telegram messages for this. But it's number 2 there. Number 1 and number 2. Where it says, number 2, conspiracy murals. The Children of the World Dream of Peace mural is divided into 2 parts. One side shows children of different backgrounds coming together in harmony, while the other one depicts war and destruction. Now,
Why?
you gotta probably, yeah, again, why? Now, here's the thing.
Why?
Denver commissions a lot of artists to put art there. Now, originally, they came out and said, oh, this is just supposed to be, thought-provoking art in a place of high volume. But again, why not just get this stuff? Like, that's kind of creepy to have at an airport where typically when you're going to an airport, you're thinking about travel, vacation, business, not depictions of war and harmony.
It's giving New World Order.
Well, that's kind of the funny thing that you talk about it, because it
Oh
says
boy.
some conspiracy theorists believe that the mural imagery symbolizes the creation of a new world order with
Get out.
sinister figures in gas masks and soldiers wearing neo-Nazi-like uniforms.
Listen, the fact that the airport shaped like a certain symbol, I can see where they're getting at. You know what I mean? I see where the conspiracy comes together.
I mean, it is also just like, I want to say, if it's poor planning on their part, listen.
It's suspect.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
And like, listen, we know people that own these big airports and businesses, they're sometimes a little tone deaf to art that you put in a building, right? But it says, despite the controversy, the artist Leo Tengerma has stated that the mural represents humanity coming together to overcome hatred and achieve peace. But as any artist should understand, just because that's your intention, if that's not clearly depicted to people who generally don't consume art and generally don't try to look for the deeper meaning within a picture, they're going to take what they get at face value, which can be a very creepy conspiracy theory-like picture. And that's not the only picture. Like, if I look up, let's look this up. Mysterious artwork at DIA. Let's see. Because I will say too, there's been also another one where there was a picture, and it was, I believe it was an art picture that they've since removed or moved somewhere else. But it was a picture. The black-eyed children.
No.
You,
What?
you don't know the black-eyed children conspiracy theory?
No, no.
Oh shit. Well, I guess you guys get a little bit of two types of things. Black-eyed children conspiracy. Here, I'll read it. The black-eyed children is a phenomenon and a modern urban legend that has gained widespread attention in recent years. It is characterized by the report of children, typically between the ages of 6 and 16, with pale skin and black eyes, who approach adults in various settings, often asking for help or assistance, ultimately leading in their death or gone missing.
What?
Yeah. It says that reports of encounters with the black-eyed children can often be described as a sense of unease or fear, as if the children have a strange, otherworldly power over the adults. Some accounts describe the children as being able to disappear or reappear suddenly, leaving witnesses feeling confused and disoriented. Yeah, go down that rabbit hole, Ricky. It'll be real fun for you. It's creepy.
I think I'm good.
Yeah, but they had a
Someone
picture.
died tonight.
They had a picture of that. And I'm like, why? Again, why in an airport? Like, you go to an art museum, right? You're expecting to see a little bit of weird shit, right? But an airport. So many of these things don't make sense. And it baffles me. Because it's just like, you put artwork of this stuff up. You have a giant demonic horse outside your airport. Your airport's runways are in a questionable shape. And you don't put 1 and 1 and 1 together to make 3? You don't do that? Hey, that's on you. But it also just like, if you put artwork up of New World Order stuff, and you don't want people to think that you have underground facilities or secret societies, you know, it's your party. Do what you want. But I'm not gonna be a part of that. But yeah, that was some of the stuff I have for Denver International. And I guess this just goes into sort of the discussion-based stuff. So you know how you were looking up some of the things for the how Denver International has those roofs that
Yeah.
look like that? Some people think that they look like KKK individuals.
Oh my god. Yo, this episode's getting demonetized.
Oh, you think I make money off this bitch? I wish.
Fuck no.
I don't. But yeah, no,
Oh my
people
God.
see that because again, Denver, a lot of
can
art,
see it.
but it also just looks like tents. It also looks like it can also be interpreted as Native American appropriation. And again, it's so weird because every year Denver International makes headlines for its conspiracy theories. Every year something suspect comes out about it. And every single year they also get new questionable artwork just to add to the airport. Now, listen, if people are just riding off the coattails of, oh, you know what, let's just make Denver International like as weird, spooky, and uncanny as you can, go for it. Some people at Denver like it. Some people will even go to the airport just to see like some of the creepy artwork and then fly back home. But it's like, it's weird. I don't know. Like, even if
It never dawned on me that people might fly there just to see the airport.
oh yeah, I mean,
Like that's the vacation.
like not the here. I'm gonna post this in our chat, Ricky. I'm not gonna throw this up on YouTube. This will probably get the video taken down. But like, come on.
Oh. How'd they not see that?
Literally. How?
Even when I was zoomed out, I could pick up on it.
It's like, what's that like X-File sound like the do 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 do. Like, god damn it. But I will say this. Ultimately, to kind of like debunk some of this, listen, I can understand there's a multitude of reasons why you build an airport. One, if you look up any picture of Denver International, you're going to see farmland around there. Now, whether that farmland was there before or after DIA decided to buy the land, that's one thing. Though that could also be a reason why you kind of determine the positioning. Plus, also, if anything was to happen, the reason why a lot of airports get so much land too is one, because of the airspace. Because if you guys are unaware, airports have an airspace. And if you are someone that lives near an airport, you kind of have to follow the rules of the airport. And that goes for drones, that goes for toys, that literally goes for anything that can fly. Because an airport needs airspace for planes to fly around, to prepare to land, to approach safely. Or, God forbid this ever happens, a plane needs like an area to crash land. So, I can understand that. What I can't understand is, Ricky, you saw on Google Maps just how small those Boeing's planes were, right? A 737 and a 747 are not small planes. So it's like, do you really still need that much land? Like, you cannot convince me that there's not underground stuff here. If anything, I think the underground tunnels are the things that have me the most unnerved about it all. Because I become, not to be, this isn't really trying to be political for any side. If you're trying to jump at your keyboard, stop, hear me out. I am someone, and Rikki knows this, I don't like either side of the government. I think,
What?
I know,
I'm just kidding.
I know, shock and awe, I don't like politics, but both sides of the government, they suck dick. They do. Whether you're blue or red, trust me, you're basically at a point where the government is purple, and they're doing taxation without any representation. So, that's my stance on it. But because I hate the government, and a lot of the things that they've done in these last few years don't represent anyone as the American people at all, you can't tell me that this ghost money that they have does not go to projects we don't know about. You cannot tell me. It's like, I don't know. Rikki, obviously you live close to Disneyland. You know Disneyland has, Disney World has so much
Disney
power.
World, yeah.
Yeah, it has so much, like, power. That
They
thing...
have their own generators, don't they?
Yeah, like, if you guys don't know, like, Disney World is practically its own little city-state. Like, it's insane. They literally, Orlando went up against Ron DeSantis. The House of Mouse went up against him. You
Now,
cannot...
you don't fuck with the mouse.
Oh, no. Because, what was it? Ron DeSantis, like, used Disney's, like, signature, like, writing cursive for his promotion. And they said, oh, I think the fuck not. You don't...
Remind me when Trump used that one song as his, like, walkout speech thing, and the band was like, no, you don't have the rights for that.
Oh, yeah, wasn't it, like, Green Day or something?
Yeah, it was some big band. Such a long time ago, but it reminds me of that.
Yeah. Now, here's the whole reason why I mentioned Orlando and Disney World at all. Disney World, if you look it up, obviously, and God, Disney World is not as big as Denver International. Imagine having to walk that. But Disney's also been something where it's like, in Disney World, they have been proven to have underground tunnels, cast break rooms, and all this stuff because Disney has this strict code of immersion where you cannot have two of the same characters in the same part of the park. For whatever reason, you're really not supposed to ever break character. And it's like, I get that, right? You really want to give people who are paying a lot of money all this, like, really good time at Disney. But it also gets a little freaky when you start going into, like, they have, like, these areas of the park that you never get to see. There's been sketchy stuff about, like, underground facilities in Disney World as well. And I'm just like, when you become an adult and you like to start looking at the creepy stuff behind the magic, it does start to make you be a little bit like...
Skeptical,
Yeah, because I was even doing some stuff recently. Because I remember I told you I recently watched the Scooby-Doo Zombie Island movie.
So good.
And I ended up falling down the rabbit hole of getting to... Do you remember back in the day, they had that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie, but it was like those rubber suits and everything, and...
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen what the suits have devolved into nowadays?
Oh, I'm sure they're rotten and they're gross now. Like, the just time has been horrible to them.
Okay, this is gonna scare you. I want to send you a picture in our chat.
Oh.
I'm telling you, this shit went up for auction too. It is terrifying. Hold on. Let's see. Kind of hard to find a picture. Oh yeah, here we go. So this is Leonardo. Look what happened to him.
Oh my god, his teeth.
Yeah, so I'm gonna throw this up with a bit of a warning. I'll keep the zoomed out version so you guys don't have to see his face too close. But back in the day, I don't know how they did it, if it was puppeteering or if it was CGI or however they did it.
It was a man in a suit, and I believe the mask was controlled with animatronics.
Yeah, so it's like the suits are made of rubber, and for whatever reason, the rubber has contracted, and now it just it's disgusting. And this went up for auction. Someone bought this to have in their house,
Oh,
and I'm like, bam, I wouldn't want this thing 20 miles near me.
this thing's gonna haunt you in your sleep.
It's my sleep paralysis demon. But yeah, it's like going into all of this, it's like, do I believe that like Denver International has some sketchy stuff we don't know about? Sure, it is a government funded facility. But do I really think like there's a lot of stuff that like we need to worry about? No, I don't, if I'm going to be completely honest. Not enough to spend my waking nights trying to figure out what's the conspiracy theory of this airport. No. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to put my efforts towards something that is much more, palatable, that I can handle, and that would actually make a change, rather than me. And this is going to be me being a little bit vague posting here verbally.
Okay.
TikTok, that blocking campaign of just blocking creators because they don't talk about the world issues that you follow, and you think that makes them a bad person. People block Markiplier
That's surprising. That shocks me.
all because he didn't ever verbally make a video about
Crazy that a guy whose content's mostly playing video games and talking about current event and world topic.
Well, it's
I mean,
also
the most he's ever gone off topic about was like charity events and or YouTube being shitty.
well, yeah. I mean, listen, I've said this, and I will say this till the day I die. One, why would you ever want someone who doesn't talk about that content daily to do that? And now, listen, I understand the also thing is a lot of people are not looking to have their favorite creator become a news channel. I understand that. I do. My big thing, and this is coming from someone that also does not like to consume all that stuff on a daily basis, because Rikki's seen what has happened to me when I've gone down the rabbit hole of just consuming war, propaganda, and news over and over and over again. But it's like Markiplier, someone who is salt of the earth, who has put his money towards charities that have been in and outside of the US. And we're not talking like a couple $1,000s, like $100,000s. We're talking like millions of dollars. And you block him.
Jesus Christ.
And again,
So stupid.
and again, this only comes from me being like, I love the energy that comes with the blocking. I love the energy that has come from the college students that are protesting at colleges to have colleges divest their money towards not sketchy stuff, right? And I think the college thing is great. I want them to keep doing it. The block thing, that's only a lose-lose, because one, you're not watching your favorite creator anymore because you think that they're a terrible person. And then two, you're not looking at the bigger picture where it's like, yeah, they might not want to verbally talk about it, or they might not have stayed up to date about it, but that doesn't mean that they aren't putting their efforts towards other struggles in the world, right? Plus, also, give Mark some benefit of a doubt. He's been working on Iron Lung now for like the last 2 years. His biggest independently funded heart project. He has been putting all his like time, money, and energy to. And it's like, y'all, if I'm just gonna be honest, I love y'all's energy, but the only thing that's ever going to change the world is going to be going after your politicians, whether you believe it or not. Don't go after your favorite YouTuber or influencer. Go after the people that kind of make it bad for us in general. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. But yeah, I guess that kind of ends this conspiracy episode. I guess I have a few notes, I guess, but I want to open the floor to you, Rikki.
What's up?
out of all of these, what has you the most sus about all of these conspiracy theories?
Like, oh, that's whack. That can't be real.
Like, what one is the most unnerving to you, and the one where it's like, if it is real, that's fucking nuts. But it's like, what kind of gets you? Because for me, it's still the tunnel system.
So, I'll go down the list. So it's kind of a real talk, like honest opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I think, well, 1 and 2, the murals and the artwork. I do believe they hired some artists, some big individuals, not in terms of popularity, but like in terms of how artsy they are,
Mm-hmm.
to do a lot of the decoration, the murals, even the sculptures, and that's why a lot of it's weird. And quite honestly, if I was an artist and I had such a big opportunity to make a statement in an area that's gonna fucking stay there for years and years past me living, I'm probably gonna do it. I'm probably gonna put some like, oh, nuclear apocalypse looking, like, I get it. I do get why it's a little creepy, because it's gonna be seen every day. I want to make a statement. I want to make something, striking. So those two I kind of brush off. The underground tunnels and the whole bunker thing, I could believe that. I really could. I think that there's something going on there as well, just like you said. But stuff about the art stuff, I mean, that's just, if you've ever met an artist, you know what I mean. Like, some are a little bit more up their ass than others and want to make huge statements, and, I could see it.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I agree with you, but it's like also,
But the LED lights, I'm just saying, was not it.
could have
Take
chose
those out.
like, you literally could have
Turn those
chosen like blue, white, any other color, but
Red?
red is just, nah, you can't tell me otherwise. But I guess the only other thing I wanted to sort of talk about before we kind of wrap this up, since I usually like to do a cool down for every episode, is I will tell you guys that the next episode of the podcast is actually going to be about summer. And I got it's actually going to probably be kind of a funny episode. It's going to be a lot of bullshitting. Because with summer comes rom-coms, summer comes people out on the beach, summer comes the heat, and summer also comes a little bit of stupid comedy with, I don't want to say it like this, but I feel like with a lot of summer movies too, it's like men in speedos, women in bikinis, sex, love on the beach, and a lot of other spicy content. So the next episode might be a little bit comedy mixed with a little bit of let's just say millennial what would you say, millennial early 2000s shock comedy.
Yeah, a little edgy.
Yeah,
So to speak.
because you cannot look at me and not look at like Van Wilder. Remember that movie, Ricky?
No, I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh God, you don't know Van Wilder? Oh
No.
God, you gotta watch that movie. It's got Ryan Reynolds as the lead star in it.
Oh, now I definitely gotta watch it.
Oh, and it's young Ryan Reynolds too, like 2002 Ryan Reynolds. But yeah, so that's it. I guess if I'll say anything, one, since this is gonna go out this week, since we're pretty much at the end of May, and again, apologies, I've been sick. Ricky's been really busy on the grind, and May's been just weirdly interpersonally busy. So we were like, let's do it this weekend. Let's get this episode out. But
before we end, Jake, I got you a gift actually.
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put it in chat. It is on its way to your house. You can show this on screen. I think you should. But I hope you like it. Here it is.
What the
Well, what do you think?
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh my God. Oh, I just wheezed so hard. Oh, I was like, what is that? And then I saw it below, and I was like, a fucking Baja Blast. Oh my god. I'm putting this up on screen. Oh, oh, oh my god. I'm still congested too, so that just took all the air out of me. That was the best genuine reaction ever.
You're welcome.
Oh, oh my god. I was like, I never asked you for a gift.
I
Oh my
wanted to throw you off so hard.
Oh, oh my god. Hold on, I need a drink of water. Oh. No, that's funny. Um, but yeah, I guess I'll say this before we end all of this. Since this is going out this week. Um, officially on I'm gonna have to see depending on the day, but I'm thinking either Friday or Saturday. So Friday the 31st of May or Saturday the 1st of June. I am going live with my first stream on Twitch TV. So,
shoot.
yes, we will be playing. I've never played this. I've never watched any streamers play it. We are going to be starting Stardew Valley.
Oh, that's gonna be so much fun. That's a cozy ass game.
I've never seen anything on it, and no, listen, I've seen a lot of spicy artwork of Stardew Valley boys, but again, I've heard people that like when COVID happened, Stardew Valley was like their like what is that game?
Comfort game?
Yeah, what's the Nintendo game? That
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, kind of like their Animal Crossing in a way. So, I'm really interested in playing it. That's what we will start with, and it'll be debuting my brand new stream only PNG tuber model.
So if you want to catch that, you better make sure you go follow their Twitch account.
Oh yeah, and I'll make sure, Rikki, after this, I'm gonna send you what the model looks like right now. But yeah, so I guess that's it, guys. So I'll do the normal stuff. If you guys liked this episode of the podcast, please like, subscribe, comment, ring the bell, all the jazz. As well as at the end of this video, I'll have a card so you can go to Rikki's channel and see everything, because I would highly recommend, just because I like a lot of indie projects, go watch Rikki's last stream on Indigo Park. That one was very funny, and that one has a good few spooks in it. And yeah, we will see you guys for the next episode sometime. Oh my god, next month is June.
Oh, it feels like it's February.
You just realized that we're basically halfway through 2024 next month. Ooh.
The years start coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming.
They don't stop coming. Okay, guys, we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye-bye.